Good evening, Mr. Madden. Thank you for coming. Oh, hey, Ryan, how are you? You're still muted.
I'm unmuted, of course.
Okay.
You can't have a Zoom meeting without someone forgetting to do that.
Good to see you.
It's been a while since we've talked about electric vehicles. Good to see you. So I'm with the Long Island Progressive Coalition, and as I'm sure you'll hear from others tonight, we're part of a Brookhaven Landfill Action and Remediation Group. I first actually just wanted to make a comment on the qualification or categorization of waste to energy transfer as a sustainable modes of producing electricity. There's a reason it's not considered in the alternative compliance mechanism under the Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act. It's because it contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and environmental justice concerns. So I wouldn't call that a sustainable resource. And then wanted to note that in the draft scope on page 1 of the plan, it says that local agencies have been evaluating potential solutions to address this imminent closure for years. And wondering what the potential solutions that the local agencies have evaluated and who has been consulted in regards to the closure of the landfill. And I asked this because I saw that the cost savings analysis document commissioned by the town and that the only two premises were trucking the ash off of Long Island or ash filling it at the Brookhaven landfill. So these two solutions don't really consist of a robust review of like an array of options to deal with Long Island's waste crisis, like generally, because the town of Brookhaven is where this is being housed, but this is a regional issue. And like we're in a moment of like massive ecological collapse, and there's larger conversations around a just transition away from extractive forms of dealing with our problems to a more regenerative and community driven. And it just seems to be kind of like a replication of the kind of the status quo of like going about problems, pushing them off to the future and not getting to the real root of things. And like involving the community in a comprehensive reimagining of what it could look like to deal with these problems in a holistic and systemic way. So kind of just general comment on what I'm seeing as a perpetuation of like the old way of doing things in a moment in time where it's very clear that we need to like fundamentally rethink how we're relating to our land, to our people, and what our systems of governance are supposed to function as. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Ryan. So you'd like to see more alternatives in the preparation of the EIS?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And of course, I'd also like to remind everybody, written comments are always well received and appreciated. So anything that you can send in, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much.